Hi seniors, welcome to your Wix walkthrough. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to wix.com. And once you're here, you're going to click on Get Started. You're going to use your Gmail to create your account, not your school email, because we want you to have access to this for a long time. So I'm going to make a password and I'm going to say sign up. I'm not going to save my info right now. This is going to show up and I'm going to say set up without chat. I'm making this for myself and I'm going to say continue. And then once it shows up to this, we're going to say skip this step. And then we are going to call our portfolio like your name and portfolio. And we're going to say continue. You don't have to click anything, just continue and say finish. So it is going to just get you started. It is going to start your setup. Perfect. Then it is going to bring you into your dashboard in which you can create your own domain and you can say good, that's good, or if you want to change it. Now we're going to design our site and you're going to pick a template. The reason being is because there's a ton of templates that you can use and look for. And so you can look for a portfolio, like as a category, and there are so many for you to pick from. And these portfolios are also customizable. Like you can change colors, you can change orders, but you cannot change the basic structure of this portfolio. So pick something that you think it is going to work. You can view a couple and see, oh, maybe I like this one, maybe I don't, and just pick one. I am going to show you just how to start editing things. So I'm just going to pick this first one. So once you pick it, you'll say edit template. And now this page with all of your editors is going to show up. And now this allows you to kind of change things as you go and to kind of add things or move things. So you can add elements, you can add a section, you can add pages, you can design, apps, business, media, so forth. So when I'm looking at this, there's different things that are going to show up that I can edit. So like if I go here and I say quick edit, I can change the logo. I can say manage menu. And I can change the order of things. So like if I move this one to the bottom, it is going to change that order. If I move this one in the middle, it's going to also change the order in which it shows up here. And I can click these three buttons and I can either change the link, I can rename, I can hide from the menu, or I can make a sub page. So if I'm in my projects page, I can make a sub page to it and I could rename it and I could say like phase, well, it doesn't want to let me, but you get the idea. So you can move things, you can say this is, I don't want it, I actually don't like it, you know what, I want to change this, I want this out. Or maybe you go into your contact page and you're like, oh, I need to add a form. So I'm going to go to quick edit. I'm going to say, okay, well, I don't like this section. Maybe I don't want it to say contact. Maybe I also want a different layout. But when you're trying to add something here, you're going to go into elements. And there's different things that you can do. you can add text, you can add image, you can add a button, and your button is going to be the easiest way to get things like your resume in here. You can add strips, you can add a box, a gallery, and galleries are very helpful when you're trying to add your photos. You can add things about your menu, you can add social media, blogs. You can also try to add different sections, and this is where you're going to find your contact form, and you can pick whichever one you want. Really, like I could say I want this one in here, and I can see, oh, well, this is my form, and I need to quick edit my form, and I need to make sure it doesn't have any of my personal information. I can make sure this is good. I can take that out. I can also try to change the settings of it. Like if I want it to have a different scroll effect, there's many things that you can do with this. You can also change kind of your design and your theming. You can do different color schemes, your backgrounds, so forth. The backgrounds and that sort of thing and banners that you are using on your Wix page should be all yours. So it should be pictures you take or things that you are doing. In here, again, you can change your forms. You can add a menu item. You can add a page. And you can say, well, this is an about me page. So I really like this one. And it is going to add it into your section. And you can make this section bigger by just moving this. You can make it smaller. You can also make sure that you can change the design, or you can crop it. You can link it to a different section. But when you're looking at things, there's so much that you can do, and I invite you to explore the different sections because they're all in here. They sometimes just take a little bit of playing around with for you to kind of figure out what you want to do with it. And so in here, like I could change my background and I could change the title. And so this is just the start of all that you can do with Wix. There's so much more that you could do if you want to just kind of explore and change things. I can also decide to, when I'm adding a menu item, I could add an anchor. And so an anchor is going to take you to a specific part of the page. So you can say done, and you can say done. So then when you're clicking on things, when you are scrolling, you kind of can see where things are, and you can always preview things and say, oh, see, when I clicked an anchor point, it took me to that section. If I click the contact, it takes you all the way down to your contact. If you click on the about, it takes you to your about or your contact. And you can kind of see and play around with things to see how things are working and if it's up to your liking. Once you are completely done with all the changes, you click save. And then you publish. And when you publish, it is going to give you this link that you're going to copy, and then that is what you turn into Canvas. Okay? Again, this is not everything that you can do with this. This is just to get you started and get you ideas of what you could do, where to find things, how you can edit things, to just give you a taste of what you can do to allow you to be more creative. Okay? If you have any questions, you can always let me know. Again, I'm going to show you one thing quick so you can kind of see where your buttons are, so you know where to find things for your resume. Like you can go in here and you can pick any button you really like maybe you like this download button. And when you add your button, I'm going to add it here. You're going to see that it says settings. Then you're going to choose a link to it. You can choose it to a page, to a section, but you're going to add a document and you're going to say choose file. You'll bring in a document that you want from your computer. Like this is just something random I had, so that every time people click on it, that is what's going to happen. It is going to open this download in a new page. Okay. So I hope that this helps you just get started and that you have a lot of fun being creative and just letting your imagination loose with all that you can create with this page. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. That is it for this walkthrough.